The Hollywood Syndicate have 4 runners stepping out on Saturday at Hollywoodbets Scottsville. Race 2, Chief Officer, drops back and trip from the 1400 last time. He's finished second 3 out of 5 times over 1,000 meters, so you've got to think that he's going to improve.
Yeah, I think the distance is going to definitely suit him better. But I think the race is a competitive race. I thought there's 3 horses in the race that must have a good chance. I thought Seen the Light, Nicky Hill's In, and Sugar Spice. Those are the horses that I think we will have to beat.
Yeah, nice to see Warren Kennedy doing the duty for us this time around. He's in a great run of form, so it'll be interesting to see how he goes. Then we have Purple Inkanyezi, who steps out in the 4th race from the Garth pulley yard. Probably drawn on the wrong side. She's drawn 12, and she had an incident fooled last run. And what do you think?
Yeah, she obviously got interfered quite badly last time, but she's also got to have to improve to start showing something to have a chance in a race like this. But I think, as Garth was saying, he was in 2 minds to put blinkers on her because of last time she shied away when she got squeezed. So I think he's still thinking about it. But yeah, I think she's lightly raced. She has to start showing some improvement.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, he was considering putting the blinkers on this time. It's her first run at the course. Putting in some good work by the sounds of it. Let's see what he has to say.
Purple Inkanyezi in the 4th. Nice filly, doing well at home. She had a interference in her last start, which was a little bit upsetting. She was travelling well, and she was unlucky according to the jockey, and I thought so myself. And I feel that she'll be running on strongly at the finish. Might be a bit on the short side for her, but she'll give a good account of herself.
So yeah, I mean, she's obviously been putting in some good work. So might not be able to win first up. Coming back from a bit of a break, but so we'll be expecting a nice run from her. Then into race 5, Mighty Smart, decent staying type, flashy grey, and son of Archer Penko. He's bred to go around the course twice, and he seems to be going the right way. He has a really nice galloping weight, and
yeah, it's his 3rd run back, and I know he's looking for a trip like this, and I think he'll get even further. But it is an open race and competitive race, but I feel he has to improve a bit to have a chance in a race like this.
It sounds like Roy's obviously been busy with him at the Paul Lafferty yard and getting him ready for this. And there are a couple of other races that he has in mind at the end of August. But let's hear what he has to say about this run.
The KZN 1950 Winter Challenge race. We have 3 in there. We have our Kois, Black Fox, who just ran the other day over 15, and Mighty Smart. Now, both Kois and Black Fox come from way off the pace. Mighty Smart can sit a bit handier. He's carrying a lightweight. He's just starting to come back to his form, I think. He definitely had a problem after his maiden, I think, possibly heart strain. He was a bit nervous coming back. His first 2 starts didn't really put it in. You could see he was just sort of a bit apprehensive. I think he'll improve a lot. I don't think he can win it, but I expect him to run fairly close, like a 3rd, 4th, 5th, somewhere around there, with that kind of weight.
As Roy alludes to, might just be tough for him to win this time out, but when he gets his mind on the job, and as he's coming down in the ratings, he's going to put in a big performance. If not this time, when over a little bit more ground, he'll be one to follow soon. Then, as we discussed earlier on, and race 6 is the Track and Ball Derby, 2,400 meters, grade 3. Seattle Force, obviously disappointed last time. We'll be hoping for a much improved run here.
Yes, we will be hoping for an improved run, and I think he could have the race to suit him if he's going to run a good race. And there's not much space in the race, small field. He should be able to dictate and have things his own way. And it'd be lovely to see him run into a money.
Yeah, I mean, as you allude to, big runner if he gets to the front. Perhaps a place chance, but we'll have to see the improvement first. Then on Sunday, we move to Turffontein, where we have 2 runners stepping out for the Hollywood Syndicate. It's Ramchandani Road in the 2nd, comes off the back of his maiden win last time out, stepping up and trip. Pedigree might have a question mark, but the way he won, it was a hard-fought win under a great ride by Pierce Stradham. What do you think? Do you think he's going to get the 1400, 14 plus?
He looks like a horse that's still learning. I mean, he's still running around, and the way I looked at the race, I think he could get to the front and have things his own way, but the inside track is also a difficult track. The way he was a bit green is a little bit concerning to me. But I like him. I think he looks like a smart horse. But it's a very competitive race. There's a lot of very well-bred horses in the race. And I see that Pierce Stradham jumped ship. And is riding Paul Peters' horse now, so that tells you something.
Yeah, for sure. But it's also not a loss in having Shimanga Kamalo. And he's a similar kind of rider to Pierce Stradham, so I think he might suit. But yeah, anyways, we'll be looking for a nice run first out the maidens. And then in the last race, the 9th race, Strikeitlikeamatch. Incidentally, Chimanga Kamalo takes this ride as well for the Bar and Buerta stable. You know, he's been dropping down in the ratings, knocking on the door, drawn well here. You know, could put in a big account, could make a good account of himself.
Yes, he's got a lovely draw, and he's very consistent and loves the trip. The race is wide open, and I think he puts his best foot forward. He can have a chance in a race like this.
Yeah, he's a certain each way following. I think he might. You know, I wouldn't expect him to win, but you know, it wouldn't be a massive surprise to. Wouldn't be disappointed with a 3rd or 4th or just a place finish. We'd be more than happy with that. So let's see how he goes.